Is Mom doing well on Slim on Starch?
She needs Slim on Starch.
Am I freakishly good looking? Hello my honeys, it's Emmie. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmie. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, which Healthy Mummy has been on for the past couple months or so.
Right.
And she is killing the game. And I am doing a Trader Joe's haul of some Slim on Starch approved foods for Healthy Mummy to keep her on the right track, because I think the universe has been sending me signals. I was supposed to be in my home by the time that this,
right.
Yeah. So I was supposed to be in my home by the time that this video will be posted.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why is the universe giving me another month here? It's the best you could do, universe. But I don't know what signals the universe is sending me, why it's telling me I need to be here for another month. But I think it means that you might slip off track if I leave. So with that being said, I went to Trader Joe's and I got a bunch of Slim on Starch approved stuff. By the way, if you want to join Slim on Starch and work with me, a mindset coach and a nutrition coach, so that you can lose weight on a starch-based, plant-based diet, we have a visitor, then you need to contact this one. Okay, so I went to Trader Joe's. I'm gonna insert the clips of everything that I got while I was there, and now I'm gonna walk through everything with Mom. Oh my God, I cannot believe that I have found these. What the monkeys? Okay, I literally never thought that I would find these at a Trader Joe's in the Boston area. I would only see, you know, this was a California thing. I'm like lost for words. I'm having a moment. These are perfect for tacos. These are literally just jicama. I'm so excited. I cannot even tell you, because Friday nights at my house, my parents always make Mexican food. So my dad is always making Mexican food, and now my mom can have tacos. I'm so thrilled. I'm gonna get multiple ones of these. Also, if you're the type of person that likes to have a crunch, these jicama sticks are great as a replacement for something like, or in addition to something like celery or carrots. If you're sick of celery and carrots, get yourself some jicama sticks. Beets. My mom loves beets, and these are all ready to go. You can eat them hot or cold. This is really great to throw in a salad if you're a salad person. I personally would rather die than eat beets, but my mom loves them, so I'm gonna pick some of these up. Check this out. This is so awesome. You have your starches in here. You could water saute this. You could steam it. You could roast it in the oven. It might be a little bit difficult to roast in the oven because the pieces are so small, but I would definitely recommend, you know, either steaming this, that'd probably be easiest, water sauteing it, adding it in with some rice, and you've got yourself a meal. So this is super cool. I'm gonna get this. Now, I don't want to be using the sauce that comes with it. It doesn't, oh, okay. So we do have the ingredients for the sauce in here. Yeah, we don't want to use the sauce, but otherwise, this is a really fantastic blend. They also give some directions for how to cook it. So this is really great. Of course, we're gonna cook it without oil, but it's gonna be so great just to be able to throw this on with everything all prepped. Here is another fantastic example. We want to toss the dressing. You don't want to have the dressing, but this is great to throw in with your starches. Just like in the last one I showed, I would want you to pair something with it. Pair either some rice or put it on top of some potatoes. This would be great with some quinoa. So this is a really great grab and go. If you have your starches prepared, just throw this baby on top of it. They're already in a bite size, size, if you will. So these are great for a sweet treat at the end of the night. If you like something cold and sweet, get yourself these, and you can, I have clients, shout out to Valerie, and Valerie says that these are just so perfect because I think she does the cherries actually, but in any event, they sort of thaw out in your mouth, and I hate cold food. I like cannot get out of this aisle any quicker, so I should stop talking about these mango chunks. Just get them. All right, these guys, honeys, these are absolute fire. I'm so excited about these. These are awesome for breakfast. If you don't want to have oatmeal, have yourself some hash browns. How tremendous are these? I've never seen these before. The only ingredient is sweet potatoes. Awesome, so excited. Warning, warning, warning. You can get the sweet potatoes, you cannot get the mashed potatoes. These ones have milk in them. Okay, everything from here down is totally good to go. Totally slim and starch approved. But I'm gonna get some fire roasted corn. I know that this is a fan favorite, so my mom will love this. If you're looking to spice up your oatmeal, definitely utilize these. Utilize, you know, having a pumpkin pie spice, or maybe do some nutmeg and some ginger in it. We got good stuff here. These are awesome because they are fully cooked grains, so you can just put them in the microwave for like 3 minutes. Of course, you want to make sure that the only ingredient is rice. Yep, this one checks out, so you can get these and put them in the microwave for just 3 minutes. Alright, so for flavoring, we can pretty much go for any of these salsas. These are great to mix with your rice. If your rice is a little bit boring, then pick up any of these salsas. Yes, they are high in salt, but honestly, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. If you find that adding this to your rice or to your potatoes is going to help you actually eat it, then by all means do it. So I'm going to pick up some of this. Alright, so here are the ingredients. As you can see, you might be a little bit concerned because you'll see that it says lemon oil. Don't freak out. Lemon oil is just for essence. It's not oil that's going to add fat to your body. So I'm going to pick up some of this. Now, I don't usually see this one in the Boston area Trader Joe's, but I know that out in California, they do have the eggplant hummus, which is oil-free. It does have a pretty good amount of fat in it. They don't have it here, so I can't show you for an example, but definitely something that you could include that is oil-free is the eggplant hummus from Trader Joe's. No lie, this is the sweetest things you will ever eat. If you have a sweet tooth and you need something sweet at the end of the night, you've got to pick these up. They are so delicious. So I'm gonna get this for my mom so she can have a little treat at the end of the night. The lazy person, you also have these too. These are all pre-cut and prepared. I'm not gonna get this for my mom because it's about $5 and you know, you could buy it for a lot cheaper frozen. So I'm gonna leave these here, but if you guys need some stuff that is already prepped and ready to go, definitely check out these guys. You know, I know that my mom really likes to have a nice crunch to what she eats. So I think that we might get this. And of course we want to throw out the seeds and the dressing that comes with it. But to be able to mix this in with some rice might be kind of good for a crunch, to throw a crunch on your meals. I know that the cruciferous crunch is a fan favorite. And you know what? I think I'm gonna put back the other crunch that I grabbed, and I think I'm gonna throw in this one for her instead. So I take back having that other crunch. The cruciferous crunch has been chosen, and the broccoli kale slaw I think is gonna go back so as not to be wasteful for the dressing and the seeds that are in there. Honeys, you be sleeping on the herbs. First off, you can't beat the price point. And second of all, this is where all of the flavor is. Not to mention, guys, these are greens. I think people really forget that herbs are greens. They're always hearing to have your leafy greens, have your leafy greens, and people are always thinking salad. They have to choke down a salad. No, just add tons of herbs to what you're eating. Nice, fresh herbs. I really can't stress enough that there's so many options here. We have the peas, we have the green peas, we have all of these veggies that are chopped up and ready to go. I mean, any of these things, guys, Trader Joe's really is fantastic. These little guys, if you like to have a crunch, get yourself one of these. Bring this bag along, throw it in your purse, and that is a snack. There's just so much to be had here. It's almost overwhelming. If you like to have sweet potato ribbons, butternut squash zigzags, come and get this stuff, honeys. And this is like, I honestly should work for Trader Joe's right now. I am like hyping them up. You got more salsas here. So of course, look at the salsa. A lot of them do have sugar added, so I would be careful with these. Let's see here. Yep, this one has sugar. So just always check the ingredients, but I'm sure you can find some good ones, and the prices are terrific. These are really, really cool. The only ingredients is carrots and salt. I would be careful because the caloric density of these is just like kind of ridiculous when you dry something out. I mean, I could run the numbers on it. Okay, so this is 1.4 ounces and there's 140 calories in the pack. So, all right, geez Louise, we 1.4 ounces. So if we do, there are 16 ounces in a pound, divided by 1.4 times the 140 calories that are in here. Yeah, so these are 1,600 calories per pound. So although they are really healthy, it has the same calorie density as sugar. And I'm not saying these are sugar. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you were gonna eat 140 calories of carrots, you'd be a lot more full than if you ate this pack. Nonetheless, I am going to get this for my mom because she doesn't have to worry about her weight. Okay, this is not Slim on Starch approved. I repeat, this is not Slim on Starch approved, but I'm picking this up for my significant other because he loves mac and cheese, and I would love nothing more than for him to be eating vegan mac and cheese so he can be around with me for a long time. So I'm gonna pick this up for him to try. So I wanted to find you some sort of alternative for when you guys have your meetings or when it's summer and you're at the beach, you know, something crunchy and salty. Great. And so I found these from Trader Joe's, and they are dehydrated carrots. Okay. So the only ingredients in these it's just carrots and salt. And so it's nice and crunchy and it's sweet. So you get the sweetness from the carrots, and then there's the salt. So that it's sort of that sweet, salty mix. Yep. This is not something, so if you're on Slim on Starch, I honestly would not recommend that you get these very often because as you can see in the video, I ran the numbers for the calorie density of this, and this is about 1,600 calories per pound. But I know that, you know, you're not going for weight loss, you're really going for health here. And so this is going to be great for you to have because I know that time is going to go on and that boom chicka pop is going to creep back. Put that in front of my face. So I would love if you had these. Yeah, that's
a good option for a treat.
Yeah, great. So we have those. Right, she hasn't seen anything, so I'm sitting down. I'm so excited about the next one. Okay. For when Dad makes Mexican food.
Oh, he's making that tomorrow night.
These are jicama wraps. Okay. So these are for tacos, and it's all it is, it's just jicama, but they've sliced it wicked thin so that it's like a taco. And so you can just make whatever you want to make. You can throw this in the microwave and then wrap it up in there.
Very cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And when you have your rice bowls, you can use those as well. So these are the jicama wraps, which I could not believe that I found because usually these are very hard to come by at Trader Joe's. So I was so excited.
Refrigerated section?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Trader Joe's Cruciferous Crunch. And so I think this is great to add on to your rice bowls. You can, honestly, what you could do as well, if you want to keep it raw, you can and throw it on top, or you can just throw this whole thing into the nonstick skillet and put the lid on top and steam it. Right. And then this is packed with micronutrients. And also, if you want to have a crunch, it is called Cruciferous Crunch. Okay. Now, it is Cruciferous Crunch, which means if vegetables tend to make you gassy, the cruciferous ones are the ones that do it because of what goes on in your intestines. So if you have trouble with bloating and gas, I would not recommend Cruciferous Crunch. If you are looking to have some gas, maybe you and your partner have had a fight and you're looking to go below the belt, then get some Cruciferous Crunch. But everybody just loves this one. Okay, good. Next up, I know that you love your beets.
I do love beets.
I know that you love beets in your salad, and these are ready to go. So they're fully cooked, and you know, it says eat them hot or cold, so you can throw them in the microwave, but these are ready to go. Perfect. Baby beets, already steamed and peeled. Great. Only ingredient is beets. So the next one, I got these from Trader Joe's once, and it was like a box of chocolates. And so I saw them and I was like, I just have to get them because they're not in season forever. And it is black figs from Trader Joe's. So delicious. If you need a sweet treat at the end of the night, you know, this is a pound of figs. I bet a pound of figs is under 300 calories. So this entire punnet, you could sit down and have this entire punnet, and it's under like 300 calories. And these are just the sweetest things. If you need something sweet at the end of the night, these are so good. Just bite right into them.
Okay.
So I got you those.
Thank you.
And on the topic of sweet treats at the end of the night, why don't I show you the other sweet treat that I got you, which is these cubes of frozen mango. So these are great because they're already in these bite-sized chunks.
Yeah.
All of them have been cut so that they're in these perfect chunks. So my dad gets into these. The man loves dessert. Sometimes he'll come home with desserts that are not even close to slim on starch, and they can be very tempting for you. So what you can do is you can make a little bowl. You can just put these into a little dessert bowl, and I don't like cold food, but my clients love doing this with frozen cherries or with mango. You sort of suck on it and it thaws out, and then it kind of melts in your mouth.
Cool.
So this is a great thing to have at the end of the night with like a cup of tea. So you have the cold mango chunks, and then you have the cup of tea next to it.
Nice.
So for when you go to work, for example, yesterday you were called into work, you woke up to a text that they needed you, and so you hadn't prepared your food from the night before. Usually she'll prepare the night before and then go straight to work. So in these scenarios, I saw this. So this is a Southwest style sweet potato saute bowl, and it is something that you can throw. You could throw this right on the nonstick skillet. Don't use the dressing that's in here, but you could throw this right on the nonstick skillet and just cook it up right away.
Okay.
Or if you're ever in a bind, this is something that you could take and just don't do the sweet potato because you have to cook potato before you eat it.
Yeah.
But take everything else and then just put a starch onto there. You know, put some rice with it too, and you're good to go.
Okay.
However, I think the best thing for you to do, because you do have to cook potato before you eat it, is to just throw this right on the nonstick skillet, and that's all you have to do.
Okay.
Just take this, put it onto the nonstick skillet, cook it, and then toss the dressing.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, sounds great. Easy.
All right, and then I was really excited to see this because I've never seen this at Trader Joe's before. Holiday vegetable hash. So it's butternut squash, sweet potato, red onion, celery, parsley, sage, and rosemary.
Oh.
And it says great for sauteing or adding to soups and stuffing. And so if you do want to add it to something like rice, all you have to do is water saute this. And then what's nice is that all of these are cut up into the same size.
Yeah. So they'll cook the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
So whenever you're cooking something or just to make a more enjoyable culinary experience, not that I'm a chef by any means, but you do want everything to be sort of the same size. And so I love that they do that for you.
Yep.
So this is so easy because
Trader Joe's.
yeah, it's fantastic. Trader Joe's is the place to go for the convenience looking healthy vegan. And also junk food vegans can thrive there. But if you are like, I'm all about convenience, but I don't want to be buying pre-packaged junk, then Trader Joe's is the way to go because it is just like pre-packaged galore, which I don't love how much plastic there is and how much plastic they use there. I wish they had more loose produce, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, if just chopping all this up stresses you, it's all done for you.
Exactly. So this, what you can do is you can water saute this, and then all you have to do is just add it in with some rice.
Yep.
And I think what would be really yummy is if you chop up an apple, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And then you put that in there with the rice. That would be really good.
Yeah, sounds great.
It would be nice and sweet and very much in
fall-like,
season.
right.
Yeah. All right, so then let's move on to the frozen stuff that we have.
Okay.
So we talked about the mango. The next one I'm really excited about. It is hash browns.
Wow, we haven't seen the hash brown in a while.
Yeah. What's so great about the Trader Joe's hash browns is that it's pretty much just potatoes. So, you know, there's nothing else, there's no oil or anything added to it. And the directions on here will tell you to use oil, but you don't have to use oil. You can just use water on a nonstick skillet. So we got some hash browns. Okay, the next thing I was so impressed by, I couldn't believe that they had this, and it is mashed sweet potatoes.
Wow.
And the only ingredient is sweet potatoes.
Wow.
So let's see the heating instructions. I didn't even read these. I was just so excited that the only ingredient was sweet potatoes. I couldn't believe it. So let's see here. Wow, how easy. You can throw this in the microwave. Heat times may vary depending on oven wattage. AKA, it's 4:50 and I gotta get off my shift by 5 p.m. Times will vary. Done. So it says place 20 pieces. How many pieces are in here? In a microwave safe bowl. Heat on high for 2.5 to 4 minutes. Stir. Heat for another 2 minutes.
Okay.
Or you can heat the whole bag. So yeah, I guess you throw this in the microwave for about 6 minutes. And that is so easy. You don't have to fuss around with the oven or anything.
Right, very easy.
If I still worked at a school and there was a freezer and a fridge, I would have bought these and put them in the freezer so that when I was in a bind, I would have that ready to go. So that is fantastic. And what's great is I bet you these last forever.
Probably.
Yeah. Best if used by August 24th, 2022. So this lasts for 2 years. Okay. And then I think we just have one more thing, which is another fan favorite. It's the Trader Joe's fire roasted corn.
Oh, yum.
So it has a better taste than just normal canned corn that you'll find. So this is great to throw on rice bowls, or if you make a I know you like stuffing the sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
So if you heat this up and put it on top, it's really yummy. But yeah, it's just corn, but because it is roasted the way it is, it has a really nice sweetness to it.
Yep.
So that's everything.
That's it. Well, I didn't have much to say.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna have?
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna have something special for lunch and
tonight. Will you either have some mango chunks or some
for
figs?
dessert? I think I'm gonna start with the figs because they're fresh.
Because you don't want them to go
Yeah,
bad.
and I do love figs.
Yeah, and can't you just imagine when it gets colder and Dad has the fire?
Yeah.
And to be sitting near the fire and you have your mango chunks and it's nice and cool.
That'd be great.
And the warm fire.
Yeah, when you miss the summer.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Mom.
Thanks.
Everybody is wondering how you're doing, so we're going to be filming an update.
Yeah,
And
soon.
that's that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, honeys, for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.